From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jake McCarthy, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Hey!
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next pitch misses. 3 balls and a strike.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting second, catcher Hunter Goodman.
Time to check out the Rockies lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get 1 pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Over to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
First baseman, TJ Rumfield.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman.
Ball 1.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. Today's starting pitcher, Tomoyuki Sagano. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look off, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. This to third. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Here's Mookie Betts. That one fouled off. Ohtani aboard here at first with nobody out. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting third, first baseman.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base.
Shohei on the go. Freeman in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's inside.
Quick toss to first. Ohtani back in. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Way inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one missed. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you gotta love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Payoff pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that gets down in the corner. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Relay throw home. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the dick. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. Just missed.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Tyler Freeman. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Next for Colorado, Troy Johnston. And he swings through that one. Second inning here, no score. Ball to strike. The pitch. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
Nope, that's inside.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll circle the bases, and the Rockies jump in front. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
This is Willie Castro.
Yeah!
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
0-1 now.
0-1.
There's a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Ripped towards third. 2 gone now.
Batting 8th, left fielder Sterling Thompson.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder.
Nope, that's a ball.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. 2 down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. Still 1 challenge left for them. Here's a 1-2. Sets him down looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. And it's 2-zip. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting 6th, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And he grounds one to the right side. He'll do it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7th, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Chavez Ravine, on to the 3rd inning. Kyle Karros digging in for the Rockies. And that's in for a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
For Colorado, center fielder
And here's a
Jake
look at how
McCarthy.
he's using his pitches in this one. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through. Right side. The flip to the pitcher
He's out.
covering. Just got him on that
Up next for Colorado, catcher Hunter Goodman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the Rockies catcher Hunter Goodman grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Ball 1.
In the air, left field. Hernandez settles under it, and that'll do it. Rockies are down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim. That was the
That's the
sweeper,
ball.
but it missed. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting 9th.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He's been a great free agent side. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Ohtani. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a drive deep right field. Freeman going back on this one. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Mookie Betts now. His first at bat was a strikeout. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. In there for strike one. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. You got to figure regress to the mean Water finds its level, all those sayings that he will end up having a good year.
Well, I'll tell you this, nobody on his team is worried about it. They've seen him do it year in and year out. May get off to a slow start, may have a slow mid, but when the game's on the line, when the season's on the line, he's the guy they wanted to play.
That almost got him. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the last half of the third. Oh, and this one gets away. Hernandez up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Really nice double last time after a long battle at the plate.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Towards first, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in LA, on to the fourth. Number 7 now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. That one in there across the letters.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Missed inside with the curve.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That misses.
That's ball 3.
Full count now. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And it's fouled away. Hit on the ground softly to short. Betts fires to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Troy Johnston.
Next for the Rockies is the DH, Troy Johnston.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base, and usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target, and I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
So 2 down at the plate. Willie Castro.
Ball, that's in.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So one left for Colorado, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Andy Pajes.
You know, these Dodgers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Kyle Tucker. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Castro sends it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
Ball 1.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
That's ball 2.
Right through there for a strike. Ripped to short. Throw on to Freeman. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Colorado, left fielder Sterling Thompson.
Now the left fielder. He's 0 for 1. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. 2 away now.
Up next for Colorado, third baseman Kyle Carroll.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Kyle Carroll. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Rockies as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Hard hit to third. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
So digging in, Hesung Kim picked up a base hit to center his first time up. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Single to right at his first trip. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So back to the top of the order. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. In the dirt, but kept close. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Jake McCarthy.
Colorado, center fielder Jake McCarthy.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Digging in, Hunter Goodman. Swinging a foul out of play. Out towards right center field. Pajes on his way over. Brings it in.
Up next for Colorado, first baseman T.J. Rumfield.
And now the first baseman. Quick move to first. McCarthy dives back in safely.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground, right side. To Betts at second for one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Rockies 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the sixth inning, Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Foul ball there. On the ground, right side. Castro sends it to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Ball to strike. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled hard the other way. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. In the air, right field. Freeman moving under it. And that will end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in L.A., top of inning number 7, Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies.
Ball.
First signs
Bam.
of movement in that bullpen out there. Jonathan Hernandez, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Trinan also getting ready. The 1-0. And that chops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Pajes takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Troy Johnston.
So now the DH spot, Troy Johnston. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Ball, that's in.
Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for Colorado, second baseman Willie Castro.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Colorado, Willie Castro, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Ball,
Just
that's
missed
outside.
with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're up 2-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That
Ball,
one
that's outside.
misses. Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And the 3-0 finds the zone. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Settles underneath it. Out number 2.
up next for the Dodgers.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Has grounded out a couple of times. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. That one missed. And
Ball
another
3.
ball. Kim waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's through there for a strike. In the air to left center. And that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jonathan Hernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ezekiel Tovar digs in now. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's the left fielder.
That's
Missed.
inside.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Paul Gervais, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hernandez on the move. That's out number 2.
Up next for Colorado, third baseman Kyle Carroll.
Kyle Carros digging in for the Rockies.
Ball inside.
That catches the outside corner, and the count even at 1. That one hit the knees for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Off the plate inside,
ball 2.
and the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge, and it's a full count.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Out to short. Betts whips it
Got
to
him.
first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. It's the Rockies 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching for
Back now, new
Colorado.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 59. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim.
Second baseman Hae-Sung Kim.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The Rockies have some action in the pen. Juan Mejia, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. The 1-1.
Ball inside.
Popped up. And there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. He's 2 for 2. That misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
That's ball 2. Hey!
Late with the swing there.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fights it off. You'll see another. The 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed him. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Back to the top of the order now. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike. And the lefty with the 0-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Nope, outside.
Tying run at the plate. Oh, what a stop from his backside, and that's a great play for the out. 1 left for LA. They're still down. It's 2-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Yeah!
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Paul Gervais looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts.
Ball 1. Ball.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to the
Foul.
left. And it goes just foul. 2-2 now. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now the number 2 hitter, Hunter Goodman. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third. Hernandez over to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Jonathan Hernandez won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Paul Gervais.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here's the first baseman.
That's outside.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Outside.
Oh, that's out.
And the count is 2-0. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Next offering is outside. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Freeman stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count now 2-0. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Gets him to chase after that one. Ground ball to the right side and foul ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 down. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies. He's already. Fastball for a strike. And that one clips the corner.
Ball.
Inside, just missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. He goes down looking. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Aye.
Oh, 1 down.
Inside, ball 1.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Tucker,
That's a
the
ball.
next to hit, takes ball 1. And now
Ball
2-0.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him ask pitch.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. They're down to their final strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
3.
Got him. That's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.